Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for checking into the Rocky Mountain YouTube channel. My name is Chase, and today we are showing you the Asterisk Ultra Cell 4.0 knee brace. It's the latest addition in the Ultra Cell lineup. Now, if you're familiar with the Ultra Cell, let's say you have the Ultra Cell 3.0 and you want to know just right off the bat, well, what is the difference? It is almost the exact same knee brace other than the colorway has changed a little bit, and the big difference between the 3.0 to the now 4.0 is going to be in the Kneecup design. So they switched that up a little bit. So the Carbon Cell 1 knee brace that's been very popular for Asterisk is using this same Kneecup design. And the reason that they swapped it over now to the 4.0 is just to help the knee area be a little bit more low profile when you actually do bend your knee. So nowadays with riding gear, especially the high-end stuff, it's getting more and more form-fitting. It's tighter, does have a lot of stretch to it, but they just wanted to reduce the overall size of that kneecap area when the knee is bent. So I've been using the Carbon Cell 1 knee brace now for quite a while, which has this kneecap design. It's been okay for me. It's not my favorite design just because this piece here just kind of floats around, and you know, these knee braces are gonna be just over $700 for the pair. So it's not, I just think there's other knee braces that have a little bit more sleek design, but it is nice that when you do bend the leg, it does lower down and it reduces the amount of bulk that you do have there. Now, what I love about the Ultra Cell 4.0 is the fitment. That is one thing about this knee brace that has always really stood out to me, is that this, in my opinion, of all the knee braces that we offer, when you put on an Ultra Cell knee brace, I just feel like you can get the best customized fit, almost like you just went to a doctor and got a knee brace fully customized for your leg. And I'll explain how they do that here in just a moment. With the Carbon Cell 1 that I've been wearing, that's also a really good knee brace, but it doesn't feel as custom fit as the Ultra Cell. So that is one thing that I definitely notice about these. However, I will say that as far as fitment goes, with the comfort and the customized fit, this is the one thing that I would caution you on, is that this knee brace is heavier and thicker, bulkier than the Carbon Cell 1. So for me, you know, I have just over a 6-inch calf diameter, or circumference, excuse me. So for me, this knee brace is just a little bit too thick. I have a hard time with some of my boots getting those to overlap and buckle up. That's why I prefer the Carbon Cell 1. But for riders that don't have to worry about that, it is a really good knee brace. So as far as fit goes, use the sizing guide to know what size you're going to need to order. But remember, these are an apparel item, which means we have our fit guarantee. If you buy any set of knee braces or even knee guards from us, if you don't like how they fit, you can send it back in brand new, unused condition, and we'll make sure you get the size and the fit that you want by giving you free shipping both ways on your first exchange. Okay, so let's talk about that fit that I was mentioning earlier and how they get this thing to fit so well. So a couple things you'll notice when you look at this is that this knee brace is actually asymmetrical. And so you notice how it has this curve to it. And what's cool about this is that if you look at the anatomy of the leg isn't just straight up and down. It doesn't align perfectly from your femur to your kneecap and then down to your tibia and fibia. So this is actually designed to mimic the actual shape of your leg and align the tibia and the lower part of your leg correctly with the upper part of the leg. So that's one aspect I like. Also too, with the hinge, you notice that this brace does have a little bit of side-to-side play. That is by intention, and the reason for that is, again, they're trying to help align and allow this brace to move left and right so you are aligning the leg correctly when you have it on. So that's one aspect I like. Another cool feature too that is unique to the Ultra Cell is their ARC cuff, which is adjustable retention control. And what they allow you to do is, you notice that this upper cuff here and the lower cuff has quite a bit of give to it. So I can move these and bend these pretty easily. So what you do is you notice that this red piece in here, so I talked about earlier how a new colorway with the 4.0, you see they got some cool red accents on here. Even with the frame, so it's a carbon fiber epoxy matrix that makes up the frame, so helps keep it lightweight but also very rigid. You got a cool little texture now look to it. But what you do is when you put the brace on, you're gonna take your hand, you actually use it to wrap this cuff around your leg. And while you do that, you're gonna hold that in place, and then you're gonna take the Allen key that will come included, and you're just gonna tighten down this bolt right here on the outside. And what that'll do is you have this little metal band inside here, and by tightening that down, when you're holding that cuff wrapped around your leg, it'll maintain that position so it has memory to it. So that way, every time you go to put this brace on, it will feel like it was custom fit for your upper and the lower part of the leg. So that's pretty unique. They've been using that design now for a while with the Ultra Cell, which has been super popular. So that's what helps give you that customized fit with this knee brace. And remember too, with knee braces, having the correct fit is crucial for this thing to protect you as best as it possibly can. You want to have a good fit. You don't want to have a lot of slop when you put it on. You know, when your knee is inside the brace or on the inside, you want to make sure that you're getting contact on the outer and the inner part of the knee. So pay attention to that when you're trying these on for the first time. So you want to make sure that you're getting the right contact in the right areas, which I feel like this brace really allows you to do. Now on top of that, we already talked about how you have this kneecap design now, so it's a 3-piece design. Like I said, it's just there to help make this a little bit more low profile when you are bending your leg. With the 3.0, I feel like the design to me was a little bit more sleek because it was an overlapping design. It just didn't have this centerpiece here that was just kind of flapping around, but again, it's going to be a little bit more low profile. Also, what is nice too is that if you were to accidentally, say, break this, if you did have a crash and you did break this kneecap piece, this is easy to replace, which is a nice little aspect. You wouldn't have to send the knee brace back to Asterisk to have them replace that for you. Now, let's talk about the actual hinge design. This is also pretty unique. So it's their Asymmetry glide hinge. And so you notice that when I bend this knee brace, the whole purpose for this is they want this to actually mimic the gliding motion of the rider's knee. If you've ever seen the actual anatomy of your knee, when you bend, it doesn't just pivot at a single point, it glides back and forth. So that's what this hinge design is designed to do. And again, just like with having those cuffs and everything and having it move side to side so it can mimic or it can fit the shape of your leg correctly, you want that hinge design to work and move with the knee as well, which I think it does actually a really good job. Also, this hinge design is adjustable from 0 to 30 degrees. So you can adjust where this brace will lock out. And one aspect I do like about this design too is that it's probably the easiest hinge to adjust when you want to change where to lock out, because all you do is you can see right here where they have the sticker, which is ADJ, that stands for adjust. You're just going to take their Allen key, drop it right in here on the top, and you're just going to tighten that down if you want this knee brace to lock out a little bit earlier. So it's very simple to do that, which I like. Some knee braces, they'll have shims that go inside here. It can be a little bit of a hassle, but this one, very, very simple. All right, so let's talk about the straps here. Another feature that I like about this. So you do have a 4-strap design, but you've got these pads or these cuffs here, which do 2 things that I really like. One, comfort. So you don't have individual straps that could possibly dig into the back of your leg. I've experienced that before. It sucks. So you've got these cuffs here that will prevent that, but also what I like too is that they help keep the knee brace in place so it doesn't want to slide down once you have everything tightened down. On top of that, when you buy a set of these knee braces, you will get some knee brace sleeves that will come included as a little extra perk. So these would you just put on before, you'd slide this over your leg, and then you put the knee brace on over top. Now the last feature we got to talk about that is pretty unique to these is the anti-rotation tether system. This is something that only Asterisk does, and it's pretty unique. So you notice down here at the bottom, you have a female end of a buckle, and then you have this strap that will come included, which has the male end. And we have a great how-to video where we go through, we show you step-by-step how to install this. And it's a feature that if you're buying this knee brace and you're paying this much money for them, take advantage of this. I know there's a lot of riders that will buy Asterisk knee braces that don't utilize this, so take advantage of it, because when it comes to knee injuries, a lot of people might not realize this, but the majority of knee injuries are from a twisting motion. Not necessarily hyperextension or hyperflexion, but when your leg, maybe you dab your leg, it gets caught in a rut and it twists out or it twists in, whatever it might be. But twisting is what causes most of your knee injuries to your ligaments. And so what they want to do is actually have that twisting motion. They want the knee brace and your leg to be as connected as possible, because your knee is not designed to twist, but your hip socket is. So if you catch your leg in a rut and your toe goes out, if you can get your whole leg to rotate versus just the knee trying to rotate, you could possibly prevent a knee injury from happening. So by having this knee brace tethered to your boot, that's what it's there to do. So if the boot gets pulled out, the knee brace will go with it, and in turn your leg will also twist. That's the idea behind this tether system. So what you do is you install this tether on your boot. Again, refer to that how-to video. And then when you put the knee brace on, you would just clip this in, and you're connecting the knee brace to your boot to help reduce twisting injuries to the knee. So it's pretty unique. Again, watch that how-to video. But that's it. That is the Asterisk Ultra Cell 4.0. Like I said, probably one of my favorite fitting knee braces. The padding on the inside is super comfortable. It's not going to absorb sweat. And overall, If you're just looking for a knee brace that I would say gives you the best customized fit other than going to an actual doctor to get a custom fit knee brace, this would be the knee brace that I would tell you to get. The only drawback for me, like I said, is that it is a little bit heavier and a little bit bulkier. So for me, having larger calves, it's not the best fit. But again, that's why we have our fit guarantee. If you do have questions or comments, we want to get those answered for you. So make sure to leave those in the comment section below. To grab yours today, click on the link or head over to RockyMountainATVMC.com. As always, we ship for free over 75 bucks. And if you like this video, we have product spotlights on all the knee braces that we offer. So if you're not quite sure, if you haven't made up your mind, give that a watch. We also have a knee brace buyer's guide, which we show all the premium knee braces. We kind of point out the high-end features that separate them from each other. So if you're not quite sure, give that a watch. That'll kind of help point you in a good direction. I'm Chase here at Rocky Mountain. We'll see you on the trails.